trying to save Will.
Is Will even like that?
I like Will.
Whoa. Kratos versus Asura in a death battle? No, we're watching this. What? This shit probably hard as shit. I'm muted my Discord. Bro, what? Bro, Kratos versus Asura in a death battle? Are we serious? Nah, bro, we're watching this while we eat, bro.
Kratos versus Asura.
The Ghost of Sparta versus the Wrathful Destructor. Cause sometimes you just want to punch a god in the face. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
I'm about to say, both of these dudes have literally taken gods out. This is going to be crazy.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a
Oh
death
my
battle.
gosh, bro.
In the beginning, the primordials waged war across existence, a series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe.
Boom! Now that's what I call a big bang.
From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From Uranus's strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth. Thus, the world itself was born from violence.
Starting the whole messy cycle, Uranus was overthrown by his Titan son, Kronos, who was overthrown by his Olympian son, Zeus, who battled his own son, Kratos.
As a classic bastard child of Zeus, Kratos was left among Spartan mortals, far exceeding all among him. He became
If you've never played the God of War trilogy, I suggest you play the fucking God of War trilogy because that's probably some of the best action games I've ever played in my life.
a fierce warrior, winning many a battle, until finally cornered by ruthless barbarians.
Ares, destroy these guys who are kicking my ass, and my life is yours. A deal was made, and Kratos was joined at the bone with the Blades of Chaos, a set of chain swords and basically a badass whirlwind of flame and steel.
But Ares had a scheme. While doing work for his god, Kratos accidentally murdered his own family, permanently marked by the ashes of his wife and daughter. He was, forevermore, the Ghost of Sparta.
So he was kinda understandably really pissed off. Time for a new god of war. The gods were crapping their togas in fear as the new god of war took out his rage on all of them. And got some new gear out of it too.
With Poseidon's trident and Icarus's wings, Kratos dominated both sea and sky. He also
That's
has a
hard.
tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa's.
And the
Yeah.
claws of Hades could steal souls.
Oh!
Even the soul of Hades himself. Should have thought that one through, man.
Neither
That means he's about to use everything in his arsenal in this death battle. Oh my God. Okay.
Perseus or Hercules were a match for Kratos, nor was Helios, the sun god capable of moving stars and spreading light across the entire underworld.
He fought Atlas, the Titan of Strength, who broke the load-bearing pillar of the universe. So Kratos forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead.
And he could do it with just one hand, according to the novelization.
Even his grandpappy Kronos failed to stop him. You know, the guy who overthrew the primordial that punched the universe into existence?
Causing shockwaves that moved over a quadrillion times faster than light, a frankly incomprehensible feat,
Then there's Daddy Zeus.
who proved a serious challenge, until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon, the Blade of Olympus.
It can make tornadoes, lightning, force fields. Oh, and it can stab the hell out of you. It siphons godly energy and can pull enough to even kill Zeus. Like father, like son.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating everything.
Like a badass, he was unstoppable. Non-stop killing and sex and even more killing. And yet, he couldn't be any more depressed.
Wait, go
Sex
back.
And even more like a badass,
I didn't
he was
see that scene.
unstoppable. Non-stop killing and sex and even more killing.
Goated scene.
And yet, he couldn't be any more depressed.
Goated
His wife
scene.
and daughter were still gone. What was he to do?
He didn't know. He wandered aimlessly for years, somehow stumbling into Norse mythology where he met Faye, his second wife. Good start, buddy.
Kratos had a new lease on life. but he could not escape his past mistakes.
There's a reason he hid his swords in a dingy basement. Even so, Faye insisted he could do better. So he became a dad to a new boy.
Easily the toughest task he ever undertook, especially
No
after Faye
bullshit.
unfortunately died of a mysterious illness.
Damn it, not again! But hey, it wasn't Kratos' fault this time, and Faye left the tools he'd need to keep the boy safe, including the Leviathan axe.
Far from the whirling rage of the Blades of Chaos, the Leviathan axe was deliberate and mighty, said to rival Mjolnir itself.
Thor wishes Mjolnir was as cool as this axe. It's imbued with ice magic and a poison even the gods fear. It can be summoned to Kratos' hand from a distance, and it even shatters souls.
Kratos may have once been a sword of vengeance, but with his new weapons and a new purpose, he stood as a shield against the godly Aesir.
Too bad he just can't help but get in trouble with gods. But now he knew how to control his anger.
Which is even more important than it sounds. Kratos' Spartan rage summons an inner strength with magical properties.
He can even get so pissed off that he straight up heals himself. That seems like the opposite of what should happen.
Not all anger is problematic, and Kratos wields plenty of new weapons and relics to channel his rage through.
Like the Dropnir ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can absorb all types of energy and blast it back. He even has relics and magic that can warp space and slow down time.
Naturally, he contested with the strongest of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder, Thor, who was powerful enough to fight the fire giant
I ain't gonna lie, that Thor fight in the game, insane.
Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok. You can't defeat me, Thor. I know, but he can.
Well, not exactly. Freyr, the rain god, held off Ragnarok for a considerable time on his own, and the sheer power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down to its very roots.
That's the world tree, which is like a literal tree that connects the whole universe.
According to Freya, the tree's very existence supports all of creation among its boughs. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree.
So it's kind of like Kratos lives in a really, really, really big treehouse.
In his quest to free the Norse world, Kratos reclaimed old weapons by reckoning with his past sins, even taking up the Blade of Olympus once again.
Even better, he actually got to be a decent dad. And now the boy is a man and also a bear.
Kratos made a lifetime of mistakes, but this future would be different. He'd be more than he was in the past. Not just a god of war, but a leader, a father, and a defender. A god of hope.
This battle is sponsored by Robin Hood Gold.
With Robin Hood Gold, you can
only use Robin Hood for stocks.
Everything
from long ago, a demigod fell from the heavens, only to rise from the depths of Naraka after 12,000 years.
After 12,000 years, he's free to punch everything dumb enough to get in his way. He was the demigod of wrath, Asura.
Alongside 7 other demigod generals, Asura served as defender of humanity against the impure Goma, dark spirit monsters infesting the world.
And the demigods battled the Goma by wielding a mystic energy formed from human prayer, mantra.
By advancing technology with mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs. They could each harness mantra through a different emotional affinity. For August, it was greed. For Yasha, it was melancholy.
I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's is.
By tapping into his wrath, Asura can take many forms for battle, like the 6-armed Vajra, a state powerful enough to subdue the embodiment of the planet's will and the source of the Goma, Vlitra.
Okay, look, this nigga is nuts.
But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would be stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right? Right?
Funny you should say that.
God damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional anger machine. In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently evil, just like Asura himself. He's a warrior, but also a husband with a daughter. Mithra,
And Mithra has the unique power to supercharge mantra energy.
which gave Asura's prideful commander, Deus, an idea. If he could weaponize Mithra, literally wiring her up to a super weapon, the Guardian Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well,
What the
obviously, Asura wasn't gonna go along with that. So Deus framed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped Mithra, and then just straight up killed him. What a dick.
But true to his nature, Asura was literally too angry to die. So long as a single part of his body remains and can possess mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld between life and death. Thanks to some coaxing from a strange golden spider, he did just that, with an all-new purpose in mind.
Make
Rage.
the gods pay! Oh yeah, they're calling themselves gods now. Turns out they're all assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try to power up. So Asura got really, really, really pissed off.
And through his rage, Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter whole moons, and destroy a fellow deity, Wyzen.
So really, this nigga is just OD fucking strong. Like, what the fuck?
Who could dwarf the planet and wreck it with just a finger? Look at this!
Asura is so powerful, his soul cannot be manipulated by the Goma or the deities. He can propel himself with mantra to fly, harden his fists to break steel, fire explosive energy blasts.
And headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster. The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot even the toughest of foes. And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't all shouting and explosions, though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura's the kind of guy who wants to be a great dad, but all he knows how to do is punch anything that upsets his kid, like that one dad that knocks out a ref at a Little League game.
And then the gods killed that girl too, along with her whole village, sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how the gods
yeah.
were sacrificing thousands of people to power up? Well, Asura got so freaking angry, he built up enough mantra to match them, even though they've been building up energy for thousands of years. Seriously, guys, you're pissing off the guy who literally gets more powerful the angrier he gets. What did you
Right.
think was gonna happen?
Yet even in berserker mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy now. The man can launch so much angry mantra, he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
Asura's anger raised to levels so high even he couldn't contain it, scorching him into his wrath form.
Even though it hurts Asura while he's in it, this form is still perfect for absolutely shit-stomping a snobby demigod's face in. It's okay though, his brother-in-law punched the edge out of him.
Yasha saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Awesome, they're bros again! Just in time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst, then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms! His mantra form, finally, a power capable of killing Vlitra in a big planet-busting blast!
Deus was defeated and Gaia was saved. Yet, Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop!
It turns out that spider that guided him
Sorry, y'all. My cat jumped on my lap.
was actually Chakravartin, the creator of mantra and the entire universe.
And everyone's suffering was part of his plan to make
go ahead and get
Asura
you
his
down,
heir.
please.
Chakra kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue. Check out the size of it. That thing can literally hold a
That shit is so
galaxy in
fire.
its palm. Naturally, Asura and the statue threw hands.
Enter the mantra reactor. Capable of holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead used it as a vessel for a far greater power.
His own unfiltered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
This nigga got too many forms for Kratos to deal with.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakravartin saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for tyranny, when that was never who he was. His rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all, his daughter.
A shield larger than a planet. Unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor
Like, what is Kratos gonna do against some shit like this?
Form effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light, and obliterated whole stars.
Chakravartin was understandably impressed and offered Asura a chance to take his place. Asura smiled at the offer and extended his arm.
Right into Chakra's face, as if he was gonna let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally beat the QTEs out of God, obliterating him and his plans
Beat
in
the
a cosmic
QTEs out of
explosion.
God
But
is
with
crazy.
Chakravartin dead, so was the concept of mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Hey, as long as Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate millions of years later, still kicking ass, ready to smack a random thug, a meteor, or Ryu, right in the balls.
It's interesting. Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything, all because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to pay.
Niggas like John Wick, except about his daughter. Insane he is.
Now that's a god I can get behind. This battle is sponsored by Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of bucks in award winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to everyone.
It's simple. All you have to do is pick more or less standard big
Prize Picks, yeah.
through all.
All right,
All
let's
right,
see
the
it.
combatants are set, and we've run the data
Okay.
through all
All right. I can't lie. I hate Fortnite for that.
possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I'm actually excited to see this. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's see it. Oh, it's well animated too. Oh shit! Oh, this nigga just shows up to leave. Leave me be. Holy shit. Huh?
It's true then. The god of war is on Gaia. But not for long. You do not want this fight.
Yes, he wants all smoke, Kratos. I feel like Asura's like actual mode like forms are gonna be too much for Kratos. This shit is crazy. Kratos has so much durability too. Motherfucking splitting temples. Oh, beating the QTE out this man. Hey, don't sleep. Kratos got QTEs too. You gotta realize none of this is
You
enough
let
to
your
stop
wrath
Kratos.
consume you. I have been down that road before.
Okay, that was hard. That was hard. That was hard. I have been down that road before. Sounded like a wizened old like scholar.
Very well.
Holy shit. Kratos do got an arsenal for his ass. That was hard. Oh shit. What you gonna do about 1,000 hands, Kratos? Damn. Oh, that was hard. That was hard. That was hard. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Complete crash out mode. Yeah, Kratos' durability is insane, bro.
This is not my end!
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, the brother. Kratos. Kratos. You in for a problem now, bruh. You got some problems on your hands. Oh shit. Once again, Kratos has fought things of this size. He's probably strong enough to put his hands up and hold it. This is crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, Kratos is dead ass strong enough to do this. Holy shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. Kratos is just that fucking broken. I don't know. Oh my god.
Earned me yet, Titan.
Okay, with the classic quote of "Death has not earned me yet." Oh my god, they're cooking. Okay.
But you deserve a worthy end.
God Slayer. Oh shit. I don't think it's over for Asura though. He still got his wrath mode. Like pure wrath.
You are a monster no longer. I never was.
Yep. Oh shit. No way. No way. Damn, the nigga Kratos pulled it out! What? Kratos really like that. Kratos is really like that. Kratos is really like that, bro. Oh my god, Kratos is like that. Nah, don't be saying weak ass fight now. Don't be saying weak ass fight now. Don't be saying that. Nah, bro. Don't be saying that now. Nah, bro. That was fire. That was fire, bro. That was fire. I fuck with that. That shit was hard. That shit was hard.
Oh, well, I guess Asura's
That nigga
wrath
Kratos
really
is a
gone.
god
But are we
slayer,
sure this is how
bro.
to go? Even though Asura can blow up
All his
stars?
battles have
Asura
been
had
god
some amazing
slayers,
displays
bro.
of apocalyptic destruction, but the full scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
At first glance, speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura, Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean
Facts.
he couldn't. Remember, as usual, we look at these characters at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced, Helios is emphasized to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so
Time to
close,
melt
it's
for no
safest
reason.
to assume their speeds are generally even.
But what does speed matter if you don't know how to use it? Let's cover experience. Asura lived across centuries, obviously a lot longer than Kratos.
And while Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura
Right.
easily takes experience. But when it comes to versatility, he couldn't match all the weapons and abilities Kratos
I was about to say,
had.
yeah, no.
Sure,
Kratos'
Asura's quite
weapons are
skilled and a
insane.
monster at martial arts, but his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A whole lot of punching.
Kratos'
That was
weapons, magic
crazy.
runes, relics, and even his rage gave him far more options in combat, slowing down time, healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain
His
a
arsenal,
variety
bro.
of energy.
That's the thing. Like Kratos has such such an arsenal, and that nigga Asura only has his fists. Like it's hard to counter something like that when you bring in straight straight hands. It's like a boxer going up against Batman. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then Batman don't even really gotta fight you. All you gotta do is use his motherfucking gadgets on your ass. You know what I'm saying? But this fight was fire.
like mantra.
Yeah, when Asura loses all his mantra energy, that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly what he needed. Versatility, and multiple ways to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If he could,
Right.
Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to Asura, right? Look at what he can do! If this came down to who made the bigger kaboom, he'd kick Kratos' ass in 2 seconds.
But a closer
Right.
examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size of this galaxy-eclipsing statue, we can determine its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass far exceeds not just our galaxy, but our entire observable universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I know it's a lot.
Extremely impressive and unfathomable. However, the same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or even more.
Using an official map and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
And we know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only 1% solid, a significant lowball that Kratos should easily scale above, shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times over.
Like I said, when I seen that man Kratos say that fist was coming at him, he just put his foot down. He was like,
That's almost 100 times greater than Chakravartin's destruction.
That's
and
insane.
this isn't some one-off outlier. I mean, a realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's the thing,
That's what
isn't
I'm
it?
saying,
It's
bro.
easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in
That's
the clear
crazy.
numerical comparison of Chakravartin, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
But hey, Capcom, if you give us Asura's Wrath 2, we'll try this again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Asura's The Sun Rises. The God
Bro.
of Wrath was Kratos.
The winner is Kratos.
Yo.
But what if?
Oh, they gave an alternate ending? Oh no, that's hard. That's what I'm saying. They didn't even use that. They didn't even use that. What? No, bro, chill the fuck out. Nah, bro. Beat the QTE out that man. Sent his ass to Valhalla with Athena. Oh my God, bro. So they nigga straight to Valhalla after a QTE of
And that
that.
concludes my pitch for Asura's Wrath 2. The end. Next time on Death Battle.
Hey, man. Shout out Death Battle, man. Nah, bro, that was fire. That was fire, man.